Last time, we walked with the Djinn and then he died. The portal we went through at the end of the last part took us to the Salty Wharf in 17, and the booty is calling. No, seriously. It's calling! Fun fact, you can't say I'm simping for Tawna, at least on Twitch, because that shit is banned now, you snowflakes! So the theme is more or less set around a pirate crew. Sadly, no humans in sight, so no, we are not getting a Crash Bandicoot Captain Jack crossover. We quickly get introduced to some new enemies, including Ratatouille's cousins and Octopus Samurai, and I'm gonna be honest, it took me 3 stages to figure out how the hell you actually defeat this guy. You can't spin or slide into them, and projectile attacks won't work either. This guy has been getting his lessons from Genji. Turns out you just gotta jump on them. And now I wanna go to bed. We've got ourselves a new member of the crate family here. These crates set off a timed fire trap. You can only break them when the trap isn't activated, so just keep that in mind so you don't get fried like we did in the Champions League. We needed 1 point from our last 2 games, like come on guys! As expected, the platforming has become increasingly harder since Boris's post-apocalyptic world. You should head into every new world in Crash games with the mindset of, alright, I'ma get fucked up if I don't take this shit seriously. And this is my punishment for not remembering that. I died before I could grab the flashback tape. After failing numerous times on the stage's grinding sections, we get this. We had this kind of moment in the last world as well, and like I said when it happened the first time, just keep it in mind. Answers will be given regarding these very soon. Cover yourself up, man, for fuck's sake. Now in this stage we've actually got some alternate routes. I'm pretty sure you've got to go through them both though if you're going for full completion, as both contain crates that need to be smashed. Or you could just not go for full completion. Listen to me! So the stage's bonus stage is a pretty tricky challenge to it, with this golden Wumpa crate being sandwiched between literal death. You've got to spin at the perfect time and perfect distance to be able to smash the crate without dying. So naturally I told this stage to fuck off and moved on with my life. Well, 15 minutes later. And then proceeded to fail and rage over this incredibly simple hidden platform. But it was all worth it in the end, as I found the hidden gem of the stage. I haven't really brought much attention to this, have I? But yeah, one of the 6 gems you can earn in each level is actually hidden for you to find. I've only found 1 so far though, and that was when I was running for my life back on Wumpa Island, so yeah, that's why it hasn't really come to conversation much. But yeah, fuck these guys, I hate them, so I hate this stage too. It's a good stage, yes, but I'm allergic to difficulty, so why the hell am I playing this game? Alright, so next up oh, okay.
Whoa. Oh, hello.
Hook, line, and sinker. Oh, that ass. Finally, I get to talk about this. Crash and Coco are not the only 2 characters you can play as in this game. Including them, there's a total of 5 characters you can play as. We'll keep the other 2 characters out of the picture for now for those who literally do live under a rock. So that way we can focus on Tawna a bit more. For starters, this is Tawna from another dimension. The Tawna we know is basically Crash's version of Princess Peach, but hotter. So I think it caught people off guard to see her get this crazy change, but you know what? I welcome it. This Tawna is badass, I think she's awesome, and her gameplay is a welcome change to the game's pacing too. Listen, there's only so much enjoyment I can get out of repeatedly spinning like an absolute idiot. Tawna hasn't got a spin, instead she lets her kicks do the talking. The core part of her gameplay though comes with a grappling hook, which can kill / stun enemies depending on how strong they are, as well as certain crates unreachable without the hook. And lastly, for getting through the next part of the stage, like I said, I think Tawna's badass, and has some killer gameplay to go along with it. Girl can even wall jump as well. Onto this stage itself now, you'll also have to go through cannons, sharp knives, samurai octopuses, and goddamn sharks to get to Crash and Coco who have been captured on the leading ship. On a side note, listen to this damn music! Definitely my favourite track in the game so far, and we just had Stage Dive a couple stages ago. Like I said before, the grappling hook is used for smashing crates you can't reach otherwise, so when going for all the crates, make sure you're looking around all the time, because you never know when one of these wooden bastards are gonna pop up. Legit though, those sharks are frightening. Just ignore the fact I spent a good 10 minutes constantly failing this part right here for the sake of smashing all the crates. Can you blame me? There's only going to be a handful of stages I'm going to be able to get all the gems on after all, and this was one of them. Went back afterwards and boom, my second fully complete stage in the playthrough so far. And most likely the last.
We lost touch in your universe too, huh? Yeah, you could say that. What did we, like, die or something? What? No! Nope. No.
Wow, this is actually pretty dark for a Crash game, ain't it? Now, let's make a quick trip back to the Wastelands because something new has opened up to us. After completing the introductory stage for a new character, a stage or two of theirs will pop up in Old Worlds. This is where the question mark moments come into play. You'll play through a new part of the stage with a different character, to the point where you witness the event that led to a major part of that stage before. Now, I do have a big problem with this, because once you've gotten back to either Crash or Coco in that stage, then you have to play the rest of the stage as them, as in the rest of the original stage you played before. Something that I find incredibly repetitive. Like, why did it have to be like this? Why couldn't you just end the stage when you got to this point? If people get turned off by the other character stages because of this, I can totally see why. It's not good, this. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Jetboard Jetty, and I am not ashamed to say this, but this right here is where I experienced my first rage quit when playing this game. Alright, let's start from the beginning, yeah? So, we start with some rope action whilst avoiding some intimidating anchors. The sharks have now evolved after their sea and desert expeditions, and they're annoying as hell, throwing these swords at you like complete asses. Then we make it to the jetboard. There always seems to be a split opinion on if this thing controls well in Crash games or not. It's not bad, I didn't really have any issues controlling it, and hell, it was pretty fun at times, especially when going up these ramps at good speeds. The bonus stage caught me off guard though, if I'm being honest. It's all about timing here, activating the switch for the steel platforms whilst timing your jumps after the TNT count has started. I got stuck a good few times here, but hey, trial and error. More or less the tagline for this series, and hell, the game in general. Hell, the entire Crash series in general. This part is hell. Timing your jumps and movements to remain on the platform that floats through the sea. It looks like hell, and it is hell. And this isn't even what I quit on. Actually, it was my own incompetence that got the better of me here. Constantly getting annoyed with myself because I kept failing with the sleeping bastard's dimension shift powers. Yeah, I will admit, it was probably a dumb place to rage quit, but you know, it was just one of those situations where I just couldn't deal with that shit anymore, okay? I am wasting valuable time of my life playing games to begin with, we all are, but to then fail and let my anger out on them too as I waste that time? Nah, that ain't a good recipe. This isn't a big cut, little cut moment. Anyway, a day later and I managed to get through it, and we got another jetboard section where we got to avoid these floating bombs, and then just when it looks like the stage is over, this happens. So to defeat Louise here, we've got to take down these tentacles of hers, and what do you know, I get to kill two birds with the one stone, as you have to lure these annoying ass rats to the tentacles to cause damage to Louise. 6 hits later, and boom, the job is done. It was a pretty fun boss, and was super surprising to get this. This was the final stage of the world however, so maybe I should have expected something like this to happen. But yeah, fuck this stage, fuck this world in general, and after all that, we finally get a Kano to join the squad.
Alright, 2 masks down, 2 to go. Feeling a little less panicked. I was at a 10 before, now I'm at a solid, let's say, 9.78. 88. Oh yeah, these bandicoots are here to help.
Bandicoot. Follow.
Short and to the point. Love this guy.
You know what? Fuck it. Me too. Was worth the wait to get this guy. Anyway, thanks for backing us up there, Lanny, otherwise we would have most likely ended up like the Djinn. Wonder if he's woken up from that yet. Next time...
Friends, I have a fun little game for you to play.
Everybody super sorry.